The fifth discipline's Archetype 1, Balancing Process with Delay, presented by Keith Williams, Justin Wright, and Miles Wright. Balancing process with delay is a person or organization working toward a goal while having to respond to potential delayed feedback. Failing to do so can be problematic because you are most likely doing too much to correct the delayed reaction or giving up on the goal altogether. The problem with not addressing the potential delay in the correct manner can result into lost profit. The reason for this is because, like in nature, everything has a balance. Going against this balance takes you into a balancing loop. Now you're in a cycle of corrections and making no progress toward your ultimate goal. Fortunately, there are some solutions when certain delays within your organization arise. A couple of these solutions are leveraging and capitalizing on the delay and improving communication and efficiency. Here are some everyday examples using the balancing process with delay. The most common example many people do is over and under adjusting the thermostat. What I mean by this is if you're wanting to make your room warmer, you turn the thermostat up, but there's a delay for when the room gets warmer. Many people, however, don't have the patience or are not aware of the delay and turns the thermostat up some more. Now the delay is over and you're in your room sweating. And now let's watch an example of the concept being applied to the stock market.
A common application of this concept on the personal level comes with investing in the stock market. The market is a platform with large ups and downs, and during a time like a pandemic, those gains or losses can be easily seen. Imagine you hear from friends that it is a great time to make money on the stock market, so you begin to do some research. You find a couple of informative articles on the internet explaining how to invest, and it seems like it's a pretty easy way to make some money. After doing your research, you decide to start by opening an investment account. The problem people run into with the stock market is they quickly learn it is a long process. For instance, you come home from work and are excited to check how your stocks have been doing. You are sad to notice that after a few short days, you are already losing money. Through all of your frustration, you decide it's time to give a call to your personal friend KJ, who also happens to be a financial advisor. You explain to him that since you started investing about a week ago, you have seen nothing but losses with minimal gain. You express your frustration over losing money and say it is time to sell your stocks and cut your losses. But KJ tells you to wait. He explains that the stock market is a long-term investment and making too many short-sighted adjustments will negate the process. The stock market is a system and it always corrects itself. Just because you don't see the results right away doesn't mean action must be taken. KJ informs you that sometimes it is better to be patient and allow the system to do its job. After deciding to wait for a few months, you check back and notice that your stocks are now in the green. The market is now trending in the opposite direction as a result of a more positive economic outlook. KJ was right. Being patient turned into profit. Now let's see this concept applied within a business. In response to numerous coronavirus outbreaks, the NFL has put together a task force to combat the rising numbers of COVID-19 cases in the league. Let's look in on one of their meetings.
Good morning, everyone. This is an urgent meeting that I brought you here today. We are halfway through the NFL season, and we are still seeing massive spikes in coronavirus cases throughout the league. We need to find a way to make sure that these teams are following the policy guidelines and procedures. These are your project briefing papers where I've outlined the needs for this project. The goal is to fix COVID and get the numbers down. We will have a project update within 2 weeks where I'm hoping to hear some great ideas.
After 2 weeks, the project manager checks in and is excited to hear what ideas the team has come up with. Let's see what they've got. After not receiving any ideas to help the campaign, the project manager decides to add another member to the team, with hopes that more manpower will lead to an increase in production and efficiency. The team tries to brief the new member on what their roles and responsibilities are. After another week, the project manager returns to his new team more excited and confident that they have now made some progress. However, he is confused when they inform him that they are still stuck. Confused about the lack of progress from the group, even with the addition of a new member, the project manager decides it's time to call his boss and request help from an issue analyst. The analyst is introduced to the team and immediately begins to hear their concerns about the lack of effective communication around the campaign. What do you feel the analyst will say is the problem with the team and delaying their progress? Let's find out.
All right, so you met with the team, interacted and observed them. What do you feel like the problem is?
Well, talking to your team, it seems like you and your team communication is inefficient, which is delaying your progress. With that being said, providing better direction and instruction should be able to push your campaign into a stronger direction.
Taking the advice from the issue analyst, the project manager holds another meeting and gives more clear instruction to his team. They gain a better understanding of their responsibilities and are ready to get to work.